Welcome to Successful Trading. In this video, we are going to showcase an example of how to use the Stock Whisperer live alerts through a trade we took after a live SPY print. So by the end of this video, you're going to learn about SPY day trading, the Stock Whisperer live alerts, and how to combine these two to make money consistently in the stock market trading options. So without any further ado, let us go ahead and jump in. So right now I'm sharing exactly what triggered this trade. So two things. First, I want you to get your attention, and I highlighted it in red because these two alerts came on my phone. I'm on Pacific time zone, so it's 48 a.m. It's 11:48 on the East Coast in New York. So these two alerts came in literally simultaneously. So they were on the screen of my phone, and I was able to capture them to showcase to you what goes on in the markets during the live trade. So this news came here. This is a political news, as many of you may know as of now. So it came in at 8:48. Exactly 3 minutes later, the Stock Whisperer, she's currently using StockTwits since her app is going through some major upgrades. So she has been using StockTwits actually to post all of her alerts. She scanned this specific trade that the big shark actually sent in literally 3 minutes. You can see 8:48 versus 8:51. They sent in 3 minutes after this impeachment news was published. So this is stock. As you know, the Stock Whisperer only focus on equities. So somebody somewhere decided to trade SPY 900,000 SPY at 326.56 prints. And as you know, if you have had an opportunity to go through some of our articles we publish on the blog successfultradings.com. The instructions are very simple from the alert from the Stock Whisperer. So she provide a bullish level above. So in this case, the move was to be bullish above 327.50 and bearish below 326. The time here is important because especially today was Friday, so option expire on Friday. So the nature of this alert, if you are somebody who trade consistently, will have definitely gotten your attention, and that was the case for me. So I thought, hey, for the purpose of the teaching, I'm going actually to take this trade and to see, depending on its outcome, to see how it goes, because this is a great opportunity to see actually how the big boys, they decide either on their own or because they have prior knowledge of the information. I guarantee you it's not a coincidence that these two events will take place 3 minutes apart. So whomever did this has some knowledge of some type. So they're trading the stock. So in this case, we could say, oh, what's the big deal? Because 900,000, if we take our calculator here, sorry. So let's bring the calculator over here, maybe. 900,000 share at 326.56. How much is that in terms of money? 900,000. Yeah, it's not times 326.5. Okay, people, we are talking a lot of money. This is a big print. Almost $300 million. Okay, so if this person who took this trade has knowledge of any information, in order for them to profit in either direction, I mean, for these prints, the moment they start moving in either direction, they will start making money out of the 300 million. It goes lower. If they shorted it, they will start making money as well. We haven't talked about shorting for the most part. We will devote a tutorial on that as well. But notice that, and the big shark, actually, most of them, what they do is short. Retail, we are the one who buys, because that's just shorting is actually borrowing something, meaning, and then hoping that the stock will go lower and you will be able to reimburse. So let's go through the chart, starting exactly at this time to see had this had this SPY trade after this alert came in, and how did we take advantage of that in the option side. So I'm going to bring in two screen purpose for really for the purpose of illustration. So bear with me. I'm gonna try my best not to confuse anybody. So on this side here, we have TradingView that you know by now. On this channel, I've presented TradingView a great deal of time. So as you know, we're going to do a replay of pretty much starting at the time of the alert. So the time of the alert, just to help ourselves out, was 8:45. Okay, so the time of the alert was 8:45 on January 10th. So that's was it 8:45? Actually, we can check that again. So 8:48. So this means it's 11:50, 11:50 thereabout, 11:51 thereabouts on. As far as my chart is here. So for me, that means that I'm dealing with this candle, right? So, oh no, not quite, because my candle actually, yeah, my candles are on my local time. Nope, sorry. So that would be here. Here we go. So 11:45, that will be somewhere there. Here we have it. Okay. So, but for us, let's maybe start. We're gonna start our replay a little bit sooner, because there are certain things that I want us to go over as well. So the replay button is here, as you know. So we want bar replay. We are using 5 minutes as we are talked about. We know by now that's the way for us to go and set the jump in. We're gonna click here, and let's say this is 8:05. So if I click here, I would like it to start at that level. So nope, again, it's doing this thing for us. So maybe we have to click in twice. Here we go. Perfect. So this is also the trick consists of clicking it twice. So this is 7:55 on here on my time. So meaning the SPY is trading right now at 327.22 above the volume weighted average, the VWAP, as you're familiar with, and the moving average here. So SPY is in positive territory. I mean, the 10 started here. The market gap up, retreat a little bit, but for the last, how many candles here? 10 candles. So for the last hour, since this is a 5-minute candle, SPY has been trading in positive, for the most, positive compared to the close, and also even very close to where it opened. So, but above major moving average and above the volume weighted average. So when we hit play, so right now our speed is 5 seconds, so meaning that we get an update every 5 seconds. So that update is gonna be one candle every 5 seconds. So since we are dealing with candle of 5-minute duration, that means that after 10 candles or 50 seconds, we're going to be close to 8:45. So let's just play it and isolate. So without anything, this is an opportunity for us to learn a little bit more here. So without anything, there's really no trade to be taking on here without that news that will be coming. So because right now it's positive, it's Friday, I mean, the upper Bollinger's are here, so you have 30 cents on there. It has been going through sideways. This could just be the typical Friday sideways. But let's take a look and see if something happened. There's something happening, I can tell you right away, or you can guess it yourself, is if SPY, because here it had support on VWAP. We talked about natural support. It has support again on VWAP. Here, it closed below. So this was here an indication that, could something be happening? But it's above the moving average, the yellow line that's with the 20 period exponential moving average, and then it bounced back. So okay, support, nothing, no trade on here. So let's play the video a little bit. So again, each 5 seconds we will get one candle of 5 minutes. That's the first one. So right now it's 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's the next one. It's 8:05. We're still in positive territory. above VWAP in orange and above all moving average. This next one at 8:15 is testing the exponential moving average. Okay, now it's actually on the lower Bollinger, but it's testing the supports at the 50 exponential moving average, which it dropped below. So let me stop right there. Okay, right here or somewhere here, you could take a bearish trade. You can take puts on here because, hey, this support that they had all day long for almost an hour, it's below the VWAP in orange, it's below the exponential moving average 20 period. So you could take this trade. But the news that's for us that made us take this trade is not in yet because only 8:35, and we know that that came at 8:48. So if we play two more, here we are. This one is 8:40. Here's another one. Okay. If you were to take this trade here at 327, you went short somewhere here, 327 on options, which I'm going to talk about. Maybe let's start talking about that. On this right-hand side, what I'm sharing with you seems like a lot of information. I'm tracking actually the SPY January 10, 327 puts. That's the chart of the option itself. Okay, and the time on here are on Eastern time. So meaning 8:45, 8:48 for us is 11:48. So it's this candle here. Okay. When that alert from the stock whisperer will come, 11:51 exactly. She got this, but this last 5 minutes. So if at the time, if you're somebody who wanted to trade this, and the moment you got the alert to be bearish, but she gives you a bearish and bullish way. But when you get that news, SPY is already actually moving down. SPY has been moving down for the last 20 minutes or so, breaking below major averages. In trading, already have a pattern here, then a bearish news coming as well. So here are really, I think most of the traders, for them, they could have just gone further in increasing the position, because really SPY is very bearish here, having broken all of this moving average. So this is the last candle before the news. Actually, this is the candle on the news. And so for us, let's identify that candle on the option side. This option, I picked this option because this is being Friday. You will get to learn about those. So I picked this option because at the time, it was in the money. So meaning that as time will be expiring, if I am to follow the move for a long time, theta will not be eating into my profit or into my position. So that's the reason. But I mean, you could have taken 326 or whatever, or instead of even taking option expiring on the same day, take option that expire on Monday. I'm going to talk about that at the end. You're going to see why. So here it is. 8:45 is here. So this is it here. The price. Look at the open here, the high and low and close. So you could have gotten into this option for between 56 cents and 76 cents. That's a wide range. So I will show you exactly how it panned out for us. But in any case, we know that on this candle here, or this candle here on the option side, can I make it bigger? Yeah, okay. This candle here, 11:51, 11, yeah. So this option now, I mean, you can see what happened on here, but look at this movement of the option and look at the movement of the stock. We are talking about puts. If there is any takeaway out of this video, it which that's going to ensue in the next minute here or so, minutes in for our time, but more, how many candles actually? 1, 2, 3, 5, in the next 20 minutes here in real time. But for us, it's gonna go just of 20 seconds because of how we are doing the replay. So let's carry on with the replay and see how the trade went. Okay, a bounce back. So the print was at 326.60, exactly somewhere here. Here is it within 10 minutes, 326, and it hit a low here of 325.93. What time is it now? Let's stop. So here we are. Starting at this candle, 326. Remember, 326.56 is when the big boys. Now we can, at the time, we did not know if they went long or they went short. All we knew, based on the stock whisperer indication, is to go bearish below 326. So technically, we did not have a trade yet. I mean, you could have taken this trade on here, but then if you were to say, hey, the trend has already started by the time you got sent the news, then you say, oh, something is bound to happen, then you would have taken the trade on there, and the only trade to take here really was bearish, so to take put. So those put, what happened to them? That's what I want you to focus on here on the right hand side screen. So those puts were going for between 56 cents and 76 cents, but my friend, after 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, which is 5 minutes time 4, because how do I know that it's 5 minutes? Because this is it here, 5 minutes each one of these candles. So we end up with a high of $1.14. So you buy options at let's say, I don't know, 76 cents max or 60 something cents in the lowest, and then in 20 minutes you are making an extra 14 cents under. That's not quite 100%, but it's over 50% on a Friday in 20 minutes. That's not bad at all. I'm going to show you here in exactly how we trade that. This is I haven't shown this, but this is the paper trading accounts that are strongly suggested. So I simulate trade on here. So this was a case of simulating that, knowing that I will have to do a training. So for us then, we want to take a look at that SPY. What exactly did I execute? How did I execute the trade on SPY? So we are looking, okay, so this is it here, 11:57. That's 11:57, so 8:57 Pacific time, 6 minutes after the alert from the stock whisperer. So I bought 200 SPY expiring January 327 puts at 60 cents. The low was 56 cents, if you recall. Okay, I think prior to that, did I add some? Okay, now this is it here. I think, okay, so I was already in the trade. I was already simulating something, as I told you, right? So for me, I had taken already some SPY at 71 just a couple of minutes after that news. So which that you are seeing here, this buys here in my paper trade account, is that I'm getting confirmation based on that alert of the news that, oh, something bearish is happening. So I'm doubling. Yeah, I bought double of the position that I already had. And look what happened here. Within the next, so 11:57, 12:06. So that's exactly 9 minutes. I'm selling it. I'm getting 80 cents on some of these. So I'm selling them. And then the rest I'm carrying, and I'm selling some here at $1.03, and I'm selling some at 82 cents. This is just to show you through evidence on here how you can go about setting up your accounts, start learning how to make money successfully, consistently trading options in this market. There are powerful tools that exist. The Stock Whisperer is one of them. I've talked already also about Flow Algo that give the same information. And through these, you will learn how to trade SPY, because SPY is the most popular index or ETF to trade out there. It's not always moving. I cannot guarantee you that SPY is always moving, but these type of live prints that the Stock Whisperer provide, more time than none, they tend to produce results. So typically one has to be maybe patient with them, because they may splash or anything, but today they were triggered definitely by the combination of this news here. That's really the key takeaway, that hey, you had to recognize that okay, these two things were related, and whomever did this, they had prior knowledge of this information, and they decided to short, heavily short 300 million. That's a lot. So what happened after that? We can go to the rest of the tape of the day. SPY actually, look at it. It's not gonna stay there. So it start going up as if it's bouncing. But where is it going to bounce? Maybe let's now increase the screen to really show the whole thing. So now let's see. So support somewhere here at 326. Funny how that 326 level is the same level that the Stock Whisperer mentioned. It's no coincidence. She knows her stuff, so meaning she studied charts. So this is no coincidence that the bounce was here, because she recommended to go bearish below 326, and we barely had a kiss at that level. So the big boys, this is what we call splash. So as if we're going down on a specific direction, and then all of a sudden we switch. Look at all of this. Now all of a sudden SPY is going back to 327. How is that possible? Well, it's possible because they want it like that. But now, after passing this natural barrier of exponential moving averages, look at the next natural barrier, the one I've told you so much about VWAP. It's like the number one support and resistance level when you are looking at charts. May that be whatever the time frame is, daily, weekly, monthly, or during an intraday session like the one that we are watching on here. Look at all of this touch. This is not random, folks. This is what charting is all about. And people who master it are those traders that, hey, they can take money out of the market consistently. This here was actually a great opportunity to buy puts again. Granted, even on a Friday, but you can take them with the expiration not necessarily being today on Friday. So in that case, if you were to buy them for expiring on Friday, you're risking, but you don't need to risk much because they were super cheap at this time. So I will show you after it's done on here. So let's say, okay, so let's look at this. So 1050, let me stop here. This is 1050, right? So how much is that option at 1050? 1050, that will be 1350 on my chart on here. No, it's on the same time. Okay, 1050 will be so I want to take this one. Let me go back. Sorry about that. Let me go back here and fully see this move. Okay, so 1050 is here. We want to know how much the 327 puts were worth at 1050. Okay, because the argument is that, hey, if we were to enter the 327 puts at 1050, how much will they be worth? Were they worth at 1140? Okay, so 1050, it's 150 Eastern time. So on my chart on here, I need to go at 1050, 1350 if you want. So it's here. So they are worth 41 cents. The low is 37 cents. I'm reading here. So 1050, it's 1350, 3 hours delta. So let me maximize this this way and bring it here. Okay, that's much better. Create. Okay, so we are talking, I'm reading the time at the bottom here. This 1050, that's 1350. So meaning this candle here on the option, again, we are looking at the option on the right hand side. This candle here, 1050 on the stock from trading view, when the stock is at 326.85, those 327 puts, they are trading for 43 cents. Okay, we take the high. So 43 cents. Look what happened. So this move from 326.80 on the stock to, let's say, 326.10. So a 75 cent move on a Friday, that's really my point, the point I want to drive here right now. Sorry, that's taking me this long struggling to do that. So 43 cents, it goes all the way to a high of $1.78, from 43 cents to $1.78, from 43 cents to $1.78. So 178 minus 0.43, I want to compute the percentage divided by 0.43 so that you guys can see. So this is over 300% gain for just this move of SPY here. So this is another little nugget for you guys who wants to learn to trade. There are great opportunity on Friday expiration. If you are patient, you wait later on into the session. These opportunity usually because of news or just because market makers, there are things that they need to do with the options. Something is bound to happen, and if you are patient, you can definitely benefit for it. By then, I was no longer trading or in front of the screen, but thanks to trading view replay button, I'm able to see that, hey, and those opportunities, they do exist. So 300% in a matter of an hour between 10:50 Pacific time and 11:50 Pacific time, or 1:50 Eastern time, and just 350 at the close on here. So, and going for 300%, yeah, that's a little bit of a lotto move, but if you will. But imagine if you were to take actually Monday expiration. You don't have to worry, you just follow this move and you cash it at the end. Monday expiration, if you would like, you want me to find out, we can bring that for you and we'll close on that. So Monday expiration here is this one. So we're talking about puts. Let's say we take the same strike, 327 puts for Monday. So in order for me to bring that up, this is it, and then I'll open the chart here. All we're gonna do is read the variation of this option, which has not expired yet. This option will expire on Monday, so we want to see its value between 150 on this chart and the close. So maybe let's go 15 minutes. Okay, so somewhere here. No, 1050, that will be 1050, that will be here. 1050, come on. 1050, that's 1350, sorry. 1350, same thing as earlier. So 1350, this is okay, this is yours. So for the one expiring on Monday, so we just looked at the one expiring that's expire this this same Friday. So the 327 puts on SPY were worth 74 cents at the low, 79 cents, 78 cents at close, this candle. And the reason we are taking that candle, because the time tells us that it matches the other chart at 1050 or 1350. There about. This one is a 10-minute, a 15-minute candle. So somewhere in here. So somewhere in there, let's say you bought it at 80 cents. You have nothing to worry about in terms of the expiration, because yours expire on Monday. So you just watch the move, and from 80 cents, you almost will have banked $2. 196 is the high. 80 cents to 196. How much percentage is that? I like usually to express here, instead of talking dollars, the percent is what matters, because depending on your capital, then you get to get an idea of how much you can make out of that. So in this case, from 150 here at 80 cents to $1.96, that's 145%. We know that there's no commission to eat up your profits in this case. So just buying one contract is like how many cents? Not even 10 cents for you to pay for that. Yeah, and the price for the contract these days is 50 cents per contract. So 145% on a Friday, taking very little risk and just following a SPY move. These are the opportunities that exist in this market, especially on a stock or an ETF like SPY, which moves all the time. So hope you learn from this. Please pose your questions, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and we will make sure to continue catering to this channel to your need. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.